Gifted and talented. The term gifted and talented generally refers to individuals who demonstrate exceptional abilities or potential. Kasi kapag sinabi natin gifted and talented, of course, ang papasok sa utak natin dyan is, sobrang galing nito, sobrang talino nito. Parang if i-compare natin, if ako, kaya ko sa math, kailangan ko pa ng pangmatagalang solvings. Pero yung mga gifted is, kapag may tanong sila, parang masasagot agad nila na parang hindi mo na sila makikita mag-iisip, unlike sa akin na kailangan ko pa ng pangmatagalang solving. So, kapag gifted and talented kasi parang maano natin na grabe yung kakayahan nila.
Advanced cognitive abilities. Ang mga advanced na kakayahan sa pag-isip ay sumasaklaw sa isang hanay ng mga sophistikadong kasanayan sa pag-iisip at higit pa sa mga pangunahing pag-andar na nagbibigay malay. Kabilang dito ang memory, attention, paggawa ng desisyon, wika, logical na pangangatwiran, executive function at higit pa. Ang high level of creativity naman ay isang mataas na antas ng pagmalikhain ay nilarawan sa pamamagitan ng kaya-kayaang bumuo ng nobela at kapaki-pakinabang ng mga ideya. Mag-isip sa labas ng kahon at makahanap ng mga natatanging solusyon sa mga problema. Ito ay nagsasangkot ng kombinasyon ng mga kakayahang nagbibigay malay, mga katangian ng personalidad at mga ugali na nagbibigay daan. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a personality trait characterized by a drive for flawlessness and settings extremely high standard, often accompanied by critical self-evaluation. While it can motivate individuals to achieve excellence, perfectionism can also lead to stress. Ang high energy. High energy individuals exhibit traits like being energetic, animated, and aesthetic. They often enjoy new experiences, social interaction, and competitive activities. Additionally, they may be more comfortable and change and readily engage in physical activity and work without feeling tired.
Actually, maraming causes ng gifted and talented. Pero isa na dyan is yung genetic, which is yun yung namamana natin sa family natin. Next, yung environmental factors. Yan yung not namamana. Yan yung na-adapt natin sa ibang tao. Yung mga nakakasalumuhan natin, yung mga nakakapaligid natin, pwede nating ma-adapt kung ano yung meron sila, kung ano yung kakayahan nila, pwede nating ma-adapt yun. Next is yung twice exceptional learners. Of course, yung 'di ba kapag yung mga gifted, if ako as a ordinary person lang, if i-compare niyo ako dun sa gifted, yung gifted na yun is yung pang twice. Like grabe talaga yung kakayahan niya i-compare natin sa akin. If ako sa math, magaling ako, pero siya pambihira yung galing niya sa math. So
we have 5 characteristics. First is advanced language skills. These persons with disability have a rich vocabulary and they can express themselves clearly and effectively. These individuals can read at an early age, can enjoy express literature, engage in deep conversations, and they have ability to understand a language in a sophisticated ways. The second one is curiosity. This person with disability often ask probing questions. They seek out new experience and show an interest in understanding how things work. Their curiosity drives them to explore topics in depth and pursue knowledge beyond what is typically expected for their age. The third one is excellent memory. They have an exceptional ability to retain and recall information. They can manifest a strong memory for facts, details, and experiences. The fourth one is rapid learning rate. This person with disabilities grasps new concepts quickly and can apply them with ease. Kumbaga, they can master skills quickly. The fifth one is creative problem solving. These individuals can generate innovative solutions and are not afraid to take risks in their thinking. This creativity can seen in various domains, including the arts, sciences, and everyday life.
Diagnosis. Ma-identify natin na yung isang tao ay gifted or talented sa pamamagitan ng IQ test. May mga iba't iba silang test na ipapaano sa batang sa tingin nila is gifted. So, masusubok yung talino nila through IQ test. Doon nila ma-identify if ito bang batang to is gifted and talented. Next is yung independent learning. Diba, maraming mga bata na kahit hindi natin sila tinuturuan is alam na nila yung maraming bagay. Kasi nga, yun yung naano nila sa panonood. So, kahit hindi natin sila turuan, alam na nila kung ano yung gagawin nila. Next is through observation ng teachers or parents. Through observations kasi nila is malalaman nila na, itong batang to is pambihira yung kakayahan niya. Itong batang to, if i-compare natin sa ibang bata, grabe, twice yung galing niya. Katulad, if i-compare natin sa iba.
So we have 4 supporting strategies. The first one is parents and teachers collaboration. It is really important na magkaroon ng collaboration ang teacher and parents para mas mabantayan or mas matutukang mabuti ang may persons with disabilities. Sa pamamagitan ng pagtutulungan nila, mas nailalabas ng bata yung kakayahan nila sa isang bagay. Kasi when it comes sa parents and teachers, sila yung taong mas nakakapansin na yung bata ay may high intelligence na may pambihira siyang talino. Pwede silang bumuo ng plano if paano mas mailalabas ng bata yung kakayahan niya. Second one is gifted education programs. Sa pamamagitan ng education program, sa mga batang gifted and talented, makakakuha sila ng tips if paano nila mas mapapalawak yung kakayahan nila or paano nila mas mailalabas yung kakayahan nila sa isang bagay. Sa program na ito, pag sasama-samahin nila yung mga batang gifted and talented para magkaroon ng interaction. At pwede silang makakilala ng mga kaibigan na kaparehas na may gifted and talented. Sa pamamagitan nitong program na ito, pwede silang makakonect sa iba't ibang bata na mayroong iba't ibang talento. The third one is personalized learning plans. Ito yung ginagawa nila para sa mga gifted and talented para maano yung strength and interest nila sa isang bagay. Maraming mga activities silang prepare para sa mga gifted and talented para malaman nila yung strength and weaknesses nila sa isang bagay. At para malaman nila if saan sila mag-grow and saan sila dapat mag-focus. The last one is social emotional support. It is really important to have a social and emotional support, especially sa mahirap na situation. Emotional support is showing care and compassion for another person. It can be verbal or non-verbal. It may include actions such as helping a person, call a therapist, or giving a hug to a caring friend. Emotional support can help a person cope with their emotional experiences and show them that they are not alone.
Ang digital assistive art platform namin, mas maano yung mga gifted na ipakita yung talent nila when it comes sa art, yung pagiging artistic nila, mas may lalabas nila sa pamamagitan ng digital art platform. Mas maiano nila yung pagiging creativity nila pagdating sa arts.